What's up, everybody? My name is Josh LaFleur with Late Star Piano. Today, we're going to be going over whether or not you need to go to music school or if you can skip that and just learn on your own. So, first of all, I did not go to music school. I didn't go to Berkeley, even though I live close to Berkeley up in this northeast part of the country. But I know a lot of people who are very successful at what they do, people who play in gigs full time, that's what they do. People who give out lessons, people who play at churches, people who do all kinds of things within music who never went to music school. I think music school can be a good thing depending on what you want to do. If you want to become a concert pianist, I think it makes sense to go to music school. If you want to be a professor, if you want to teach in college, then you need to go to music school. If you want to play a bunch of different instruments, again, I never went. My understanding is that they have you play a lot of different instruments in certain music majors. So if you want that experience, like if you want to be a band teacher in a high school or something like that, you need to know how to play a bunch of different instruments, okay? So something like that, I would say yes, it makes sense to go to music school. Anything else, though, you don't really need it, okay? If you are just wanting to play for yourself, if you want to, even if you want to teach other people, maybe not at the collegiate or college level, but if you just want to have your own business where you're teaching people how to play the piano, if you want to work at the local music studio in town and you want to teach lessons there, you don't need to go to music school to do that, okay? You also don't need to learn how to play the piano, especially today now with technology. There's so many different resources out there that can teach you how to play. You don't need to be spending the whatever it is, $30,000, $50,000 a year to go to music school and have $200,000 in debt when you get out of school. That doesn't make sense for most people. I think for most people, it makes sense actually to not go to music school and just do it on your own. Now, when I say do it on your own, I don't mean that you should necessarily learn how to play piano completely by yourself. I think that everybody should, if you're trying to learn, hire a teacher. You should have some kind of way that you're getting feedback about your playing, somebody who is good at what they do and they can explain to you exactly what needs to be fixed and what you're doing well. But that is a lot different from going to music school itself, okay? Most teachers charge about 60 bucks an hour, 30 bucks a half hour. So if you have 1 hour lesson per week, you're spending 240 bucks a month on music lessons. And per year, that's way cheaper than paying for music school. And in those lessons, you get that one-on-one attention. They're helping you figure out exactly what needs to be done. It's a lot less theory too. Music school has a lot of theory involved, which is good. But if your goal is to play the piano, then you need to be playing the piano. You don't have to focus as much on that super complex theory that music school might give you. And again, you can still be very successful without going to music school. You can still give lessons, you can still play at gigs, you can still perform for people, all that stuff without going to music school. So if you feel like you kind of missed your boat and you should have went to music school when you were super young, let's say 18, but you didn't, don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up because you can still be very successful at piano without going into the $200,000 in debt. If you are in music school right now, let me know what your experience is. Do you think that it's worth it? Do you think it's helpful? And what are your plans and goals for after you graduate, whatever school you're at? So I hope that helps. Again, my name is Josh LaFleur from Late Star Piano.